Title: The Perfect Nanny. Author: Buzz Stevens. Chapter 1: The Arrival. Sarah Thompson had been searching for a nanny for months. With a demanding job and 2 young children, she needed someone reliable and trustworthy to help take care of her family. When she came across the ad for The Perfect Nanny, she couldn't resist reaching out. Chapter 2: The Interview. The woman who called herself Emily arrived at Sarah's doorstep for the interview. She seemed polite, well-dressed, and had glowing references from previous families. Sarah was impressed and offered her the position without hesitation. Chapter 3: Settling in. Emily settled into her new role smoothly. She quickly became an indispensable part of the household, effortlessly managing the children's schedules, cooking delicious meals, and keeping the house tidy. Sarah was relieved to have found such a competent nanny. Chapter 4: Strange Occurrences. As the weeks passed, Sarah noticed odd things happening around the house. Items would go missing, only to reappear in unusual places. The children seemed distant and fearful, and Sarah wondered if something was wrong. She began to suspect that there was more to Emily than met the eye. Chapter 5: Digging Deeper. Driven by her growing unease, Sarah started researching Emily's background. She discovered discrepancies in the references she had provided and found a newspaper article about a missing person with a striking resemblance to Emily. Sarah's suspicions intensified, and she knew she had to find out the truth. Chapter 6: Uncovering Secrets. Sarah delved deeper into Emily's past, uncovering a web of deceit and darkness. She discovered that Emily had assumed different identities and had been involved in several mysterious incidents. Determined to protect her family, Sarah contacted the authorities, sharing her findings and expressing her concerns. Chapter 7: The Investigation. Detective Mark Reynolds took on the case, delving into Emily's past and trying to unravel the truth. As he dug deeper, he found a trail of missing persons, unsolved crimes, and a master manipulator who had eluded capture for years. He knew he had to act swiftly to prevent further harm. Chapter 8: A Race Against Time. As the investigation progressed, Sarah and Mark realized that Emily had become aware of their pursuit. She grew increasingly cunning and evasive, leaving cryptic messages and anonymous threats. Sarah feared for her children's safety, and Mark knew he had to apprehend Emily before it was too late. Chapter 9: The Showdown. The tension reached its peak as Sarah and Mark closed in on Emily's whereabouts. They discovered her hiding in an abandoned building, armed and desperate. A gripping confrontation ensued, culminating in Emily's capture and the rescue of Sarah's children. Chapter 10: The Aftermath. With Emily in custody, Sarah and her family could finally breathe a sigh of relief. The truth about the perfect nanny had been revealed, but scars remained. Sarah, Mark, and the children began the slow process of healing, knowing they had narrowly escaped a devastating fate. Epilogue. Years later, Sarah had written a book recounting her harrowing experience with The Perfect Nanny. The book became a bestseller, shedding light on the dangers of trust and the importance of vigilant parenting. Sarah hoped that her story would serve as a cautionary tale, reminding others to be wary of the people they invite into their lives. The End. Narrated by Buzz Stevens.